the type of person whereas, my word is my word. So I felt as though I was going to wait until I find a school that best fit me so I won't have to be put in that position.
And the school you did pick, Oklahoma, has a guy on the team, striker, that I followed it in Florida when he was in high school, and I think there's some similarities to y'all's game. When you watched them play and you saw what he was able to do in that defense, did that kind of hit you? Like, my skill set's similar. I could see myself in that role.
Yeah, most definitely. Striker is an aggressive guy, and I believe I'm an aggressive guy. And being around them type of people will make bring the best out of you. That I believe being around people that love to compete, that's aggressive, that stay on their feet, will make me even a harder worker at what I do because I know that I have to take it to the next level in order to compete with them.
Now, you had to transition from defensive end to linebacker in your high school career. I think your first couple seasons you were coming straight downhill as a defensive end, and they started standing you up, playing you in space more. How do you see, being able to do a little bit of both benefiting you at the next level? Do you see you playing a little bit with your hand down, maybe dropping back in space, doing a little bit of everything like you did in high school?
Yes, I can see myself doing that. Playing defensive line my high school years, I believe it's going to help me as backer. I can move with my hands, quick off blocks and things like that. So even knowing what the people in front of me are doing, and it's good as a linebacker to know everything about the defense. And that aspect of the game, I know. So being a linebacker, like I say, you need to know everything. And
So you ended up picking Oklahoma. How tough of a decision was it? Who were some of the other schools that you were really considering? And after you made your commitment, was there any wavering going into today's signature?
No, it wasn't. But some of the schools that was up to was Texas Tech and Arizona.
You have a lot of teammates going to Arizona. I'm sure they were recruiting you a lot. I mean, how difficult was it to hold these guys back a little bit?
It was very difficult. They was on it. But at the end of the day, they told me, look, you gotta do what's best for you, and I love them guys for that.
We talked a little bit about your district and how tough it is. As a defensive guy, how tough was it for you going up against the Carrs and the Landry Walkers? And like I said, Bell Chase is underrated. Andrew Hicks over there. Talk about what it was like to play in your district.
This year, it was tough. But everybody, think about this district, everybody compete. They got, Clark had a tradition, and, some other schools got a tradition, and us coming out and competing with them this year, making it all the way to the championship, really show that, Easton is really competitive in that type of nature.
And being able to grow up in this system, like I asked Deshaun, from your junior to senior year, you guys were able to progress a little bit every year. How do you feel about where you are right now and ready to go to the next level? You ready to step in and go right away?
Yeah, I feel great about myself, and I feel like I'm ready, but I can always get better.
Last question, and this is something I've been asked a lot. I never called you to bother you about it, but a lot of LSU fans consistently ask me, what was the level of interest between the Tigers and Arthur McGinnis? Was there contact during the backstretch here of your recruitment?
Yes, it was. Coach Shavers, he moved to Texas A&M. But, at that time, Coach Shavers was loving me when I went to the camp and showed out he was loving me. And we was talking ever since then. But, I always have love for LSU. That's my native team. And as far as me liking the school, liking the recruitment, things like that, I had very much like for LSU. I did.
Would it be safe to say, had they offered, it could have ultimately changed some things for you?
In that aspect of it, we would never know. So that we would never know.
Good answer. Very, very politically correct answer.
Well, thank you for joining us up here, Arthur McGinnis, Warren Easton High School, now an Oklahoma Sooner.